I'm Zachary PARMETER with Golden Eagle Log and Timber Homes. Today we're touring a 1,300 square foot industrial rustic vacation home. You're gonna wanna see this. This three-part series is featuring 3 vacation rentals. They're all in the same property and they happen to be Golden Eagle models. If you like what you see, you'll be able to test drive these firsthand. Well, I am covered in snow. It's time to head on inside. This has got to be one of the coolest properties I've ever seen. A lot of great ideas. We are located right outside a lake, which leads us to Lake Superior. And that's why this home is designed for the views in mind. We've got a great open concept kitchen and living room area, full master suites on each side of this home, and that's why it is the perfect vacation rental. There are a lot of great ideas to show you, so let's get started. When you're on vacation, it's about family, friends, and conversations, and this island is perfect for that. Not only can you have 6 guests sit at this island, but it's also really easy to get around it, being that these stools are attached to the island itself. It allows you to easily pivot them in and out and conserve the hallway space. There are a lot of great industrial elements throughout this home. Just the kitchen itself, with this pull-down faucet, a fire clay sink with an apron front, and even the lighting fixtures. All this ties in perfectly with the granite countertops that we see here, and a beautiful rustic alder wood species on the cabinets themselves. Even the textured glass in the cabinet has a real rugged appearance, adding more of that industrial feel. Most of you have probably already noticed the pot filler, which as we all know is very convenient for meal prep. Now combining the black faucets with the black stainless appliances, it really adds to the industrial and modern vibe that we have in this home. And you may not have noticed that this is a microwave. It is at the perfect height for warming up your coffee or making popcorn. And what I also like is that it's not too tall and it doesn't grab your attention. It perfectly blends in with everything else in this kitchen. The laundry area is attached to the kitchen. It's really a convenient central location for all the guests. Imagine you've been out on the water all day or you're out on the trails and you get in. It is really convenient to be able to have a washer and dryer available. What's also really important in an open area like this is that they are much quieter than the traditional units. And what I love most about them is they actually match the rest of the appliances in the kitchen area. That is pretty great. Heading into the great room from the kitchen is just a perfect transition. You still take in all the beauty, including the incredible view, and it's really convenient to have an electric fireplace. Not only can we have instant on heat, but also we can control the flames. It's a beautiful color. This is just perfect in the evening time. It's very calming and relaxing. I had the opportunity to stay here last night, and there are many things that I enjoyed, but one that was really impressionable was the radiant in-floor heat. Now that felt great on my feet, but also it is so cool to be able to feel the texture of this stamped concrete. Now these are large planks, they're over 1 foot wide, some are as long as 5 to 6 feet long. These were actually molds made from the Chicago piers. And that is just really cool to have that kind of history translated over to this one-of-a-kind unique design. All these windows and patio doors are special and custom. They're all oversized and impressive with a wood interior, a clad exterior. But there's even more to it. There are 3 panes of glass. The 2 inner panes have window fixtures in there. In this case, we have blinds. They could have been shades, and you can pick out the color that you'd like. As you can see, I'm adjusting these manually. Now they can actually be set up with your smart home, so this can be automated to run on a routine, or you can control it through your phone. And our clients have said that their favorite feature is that they don't have to clean the blinds, being that they're between each piece of glass. Being that we're snow covered outside, you don't see all of the incredible outdoor living space, but there is a lot to enjoy out there. And what is great is that both of these patio doors will slide open, leaving a really large opening. And we can even close the screens so you can get airflow. The exterior features a great combination of different textures and colors. Golden Eagle's signature 12-inch double hewn has now been applied vertically on this home. And that offers a great contrast with the corrugated steel that you see around the base of the home, as well as a maintenance-free siding that was also applied. Those exterior selections are a glimpse of what we see on the inside, really a continuation of the same thing, looking for rustic and unique. Let's head into one of the suites. In this case, we have great views heading off in both directions. With the tall windows, it allows us to see up and out when you're laying in bed. And also with the taper of this property, we're able to look down toward the lake. And this is just great. Having the snow-covered trees, these large patio doors, once again being able to let in all this fresh air. Now we've got a lot of cool and unique materials in here. Take a look at the pocket door, and really this goes for all the interior doors in the home. They may seem like they stand out and add good contrast to this wall finish, but in fact, they were custom stained to match the vertical wainscoting that we see down here. And it is just the perfect match. Now there's a lot to show you in here. As you see, there is a sauna. Once you get in from being out on the snowmobile trails, you're gonna wanna warm up in this infrared sauna. Now this is great. You can actually program it to come on at a certain time. That way it's hot and ready by the time you get in from the trails. You can also Bluetooth your audio, listen to whatever you want, and you can even pick what color light you want in there. So this is great, a lot of beautiful ambient light in there. And it really sets the theme of feeling like you're having a luxury vacation getaway. Now take a look over here. We've got an awesome double vanity sink. Being that this is an extra thick top, you'll notice that this is also taller, which is more convenient to be working at. We've got plenty of drawers with these vanity cabinets. Of course, the 3 drawers in the middle, but you may have noticed from some previous videos that we've done that we have a reverse sink drawer base. So we've got the drawer base on the bottom. Usually there would be a false cabinet front up here, a false drawer panel, but in this case, we've actually turned this into an operable drawer for extra storage. That's great. And behind me, we have a walk-in shower. That tile shower is really cool. There are a lot of great tile selections in there. The base of the shower has smaller hexagonal tiles, and that makes it easier to taper to the drain. Of course, you could use larger tiles, but that would be in a larger shower setting. In this case, the larger tile planking was used on the walls, which makes it easier to keep clean. And then contrasting the wall with a horizontal band around it, and there are even niches that are built in. And yes, that is obscure privacy glass. And as we're heading out, I noticed that there's a motion sensor down there. That actually turns on the toe kick lighting over at the vanity. That is convenient when you're getting up in the middle of the night to be able to see where you're going without turning on all the lights. Now let's head over to the other suite. There is a lot to show you there. There are a couple cool features in this suite that also pertain to the one that we were just in, and I've got to show you. First of all, this fan, I've never seen anything like this before. The fan actually turns on and the blades expand out. And then when you're not using the fan, of course, they retract right back in. That is pretty cool. There are so many bells and whistles to this home. We have a reading lamp right over here, and of course we've got this on the other side too. Now with this bed, it actually will tilt up for you, which of course brings the view to you. How great is this? You can actually stay in bed and enjoy the view. This is comfort, and this is what being on vacation feels like. This is great. Now there's still a lot more to show you. We've got another bathroom suite right over here, so let's get into that. This bathroom's got a lot to show you. It's very similar to the other one where we've got a very large mirror which really amplifies the light, reflecting all that light bouncing off onto this wall. I really love this wall finish. It's a reclaimed with the circle sawn. You've got the nail marks just as we saw in the other room. And taking a look at this, we made sure to provide a matching towel holder as well as hooks, and they match the same bath collection that we use on the lab faucets as well as the shower faucets. When we provide all of our toilets as well as the rest of our plumbing, we make sure that it is of the highest quality. That way it is dependable. Incredibly important whether it's your personal home, your getaway vacation home, or in this case, a vacation rental. Now this door happens to be accessed for the public space. We've got a 3-panel shaker, and it leads us right to the loft stairwell. This is cool, let's check it out. This is one heck of a stair system. It was custom fabricated on site. Everything is powder coated. We've got a cable railing, which is perfect for when you walk in. It doesn't obstruct your view, you see right through it. Also, it adds more of a sleek and modern feel to this. Now this is custom bent tubing. We've got a 12-inch I-beam supporting it as the stringer system. Everything here is custom, made to fit just for this home. Now let's take a walk up these Golden Eagle treads that we have. These are 5 inches thick. These things are massive. Beautiful to be able to see the wood grain. That is the benefit of doing a lighter color wood stain, is that you really take in the natural beauty of the wood. Up here we have some beautiful timber trusses. And take a look at the finish on those. That is an ultra rugged hand-hewn finish. It doesn't get more rustic than that. Now, an important consideration when it comes to these trusses is we wanted to make sure that they were up high enough so it doesn't obstruct the view, because that's what makes this loft so great. Now, something that could be easily overlooked is there is a window wall over here as well. So we get the morning sunrise on this side of the home and then the sunset over here over the lake. This space is perfect for any time of the day, whether you're enjoying a cup of coffee in the morning or a cocktail in the evening. Everything in this home is custom, from that hand-hewn finish to even the railing system, and take a look at this. This support was custom fabricated on site, connecting the loft floor to the ridge beam, which eliminated any need for a support post on the main floor. And take a look at this bolt. That is 2.5 inches in diameter. That is really cool. Everything about this home is done with intention and detail in mind. Even take a look at this flooring. We have more circle sawn, but even just changing up the pattern added a lot of good dimension to this space. This is a large enough space where each of these couches fold out into twin beds, offering a lot of great flexibility to this space. I love the decision to use darker boards when applying the board on board. What that does is it offers great contrast and it ties in colors that we see throughout this home. As you can see, there are different colors in this reclaimed ceiling finish, and it really brings in a lot more opportunity to connect all of those. Right below me at my feet, we have motion sensors at the top of the stair and the bottom. That way it's all properly lit up as you go down them in the evening time. The floor finish in the loft is the ceiling finish that we have above us here. And then the ceiling is accented with these awesome, rugged, hand-hewn timber beams. And then just taking a look at the light fixtures throughout here, this is really a special space. Each of these timbers was routed into for proper placement of the lighting fixtures. That allows for the wiring to be concealed between the timber and the floor system. Now right behind me, we've got the mudroom entry. And this is just perfect for when you enter the home. Of course, it opens up the view with this big cased opening. We've got a big entry door with 2 side lights, and it is perfect to have all these cubbies and storage areas in here. We've got enough space for 6 guests to each have their own special section. That's because this home can actually sleep 6. I'm here today with Sandy, who is the owner and host of this incredible vacation rental. Sandy, it's been great to be here. Thank you so much for hosting us. You're hosting guests all the time. What is some of the feedback that you hear? What are their favorite features?
Well, as soon as they walk in the home and all of the wood, the color tones, the timber trusses are overwhelming for them, and it just makes for a nice, warm, peaceful vacation place up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Exactly what you would expect in the deep woods.
If you like this tour, it gets even better. We've got 2 more incredible vacation rentals on this property featuring Golden Eagle's design, engineering, and materials. You're gonna wanna see this.